Let's bring in Stephen Loosley, Senior Fellow at the US Studies Centre. Stephen, great to see you. An extraordinary day, another one in US politics. Would this be the Democrats' preferred outcome, to see a Trump nominee once again for the Republicans?
No question about that, Karen. The best result for the Democratic Party is to have Donald Trump as the Republican nominee for President of the United States in 2024. And if you take the views of a realistic Republican governor, I'm thinking of Chris Sununu in New Hampshire, for example, he says bluntly, part of the Republican Party has moved on from Donald Trump, but there's no question that Trump could win the nomination, but in a general election, Joe Biden would beat him. That suggests other Democrats may well be able to beat the former president too. But it's been a momentous day in American history. There's no suggestion other than that the judicial branch of the American government has asserted itself in New York City with these 34 felony charges. Quite an extraordinary day.
Yes, swirling around these various charges, and from most reckoning, this is probably the weakest of all the claims that have been floated against Donald Trump. So potentially even, we'll wait and see what happens over the coming days, but it's been put to me already today that these are the weakest and could be thrown out. So then Donald Trump just says this is all politicisation of the judiciary and can muddy the waters with every suggestion or claim against him.
Oh, and he will. I mean, that's his track record, to shift the legal proceedings that have been brought about him on any occasion into a witch hunt, into a question of persecution. He plays the victim. He then appeals to his base to support him with money, or in the case of January 6th, with a direct action, and we'll see more of this. I mean, the attacks upon the New York District Attorney Alvin Bragg by Donald Trump in the lead up to this arraignment were just extraordinary. And I see the judge in the case is now under fire because his daughter has an association with Democratic campaigns. I mean, the circumstances are Donald Trump once promised the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un fire and fury. Well, fire and fury is coming from Mar-a-Lago, but it's all been directed at domestic critics and domestic opponents and the American legal system. Now, what does this mean? It may fire up the base. I suspect it has already and will continue to do so within the Republican Party. It will dismay those Republicans like Ron Desantis who want to move on, and you can probably include Nikki Haley and Mike Pence and others in that. It will please the Democrats, but it's damaging to American democracy, this kind of spectacle. And I've no doubt in the middle ground, such as it is amongst independent voters, there will be an enormous turn-off factor, and those who deserted Trump previously will stay out of his camp.
A spectacle is the right word, that's for sure, Stephen Loosley. Great to see you.